So Hemant, I would want to know from you that how do you think that these technical evaluation tools like Speed Hire actually, are the right fit, the new fit for the campus requirements when we are talking of bulk hiring here?
So from my perspective, I think when we look at, when we evaluate people, I think the core skills that we need to look at is the aptitude and attitude, as Rinku rightly said. Because one thing is for sure, is that in the career, and I'm talking about more bulk and campus, they need to continuously learn, unlearn, and relearn, right? Because that's how fast-paced technology world is, right? And given the surge in the requirement that we have, and given the fact that we are virtual, traditionally, if we adopt our old school recruitment methodology for this bulk, I think there's a big challenge, and that's why where this technology platforms are helping. So if I look at from my perspective, the 4 objectives that these platforms actually help us with. The first one is managing the volumes in a very, very efficient way. So if we don't have this, right, large numbers of virtual selections in the given time, maintaining the candidate connect, very, very difficult to do in traditional world, given we are in pandemic, right? The need of resources to manage these volumes. You will need a lot of effort, a lot of more people to do that, right? So that's where these platforms are actually helping. Second is need for speed to move fast with the assessment and selection without compromising on quality, right? So finding the right talent from such a diverse pool and a large pool of applicants in a short span of time is difficult. So we want to hire people from this group with good skills, and this assessment platforms are good enablers. We can customize our assessments the way we want, based on the skills that we want to assess, and based on what the business needs, right? And with the assessment data that they provide us, we can actually slice and dice, and make quicker decisions on what we want and what we don't want, right? And this is a good segue into the assessments. Actually, a good segue into how the candidate will perform once he or she gets into the business, right? And creates a more predictable hiring pattern and a performance pattern for these people. The third is the platforms, by standardizing the process, completely eliminate subjectivity of assessment, right? I mean, given how people, and somebody was talking about interviewing skills, for example, right? Not everybody goes through that, in such a bulk scenario. So removing that bias and error in judgment to a large extent is only possible through technology, and these platforms help us there. Last but not the least is consistent experience for the candidates and stakeholders, keeping in mind that we need to consistently enhance conversions, eliminate leakages of the pipeline, and at the same time provide a very pleasant experience to candidates as well as our internal stakeholders. I think the technology-driven approach is a must and a need of ours.